I recently did the depressing math that I've been graduated from college for 25 years. Yay me. In 1993, I graduated from a college an hour north of Pittsburgh called Slippery Rock, or as the losers call it, Slimy Pebble. I love Slippery Rock. It was the best experience of my life. In order to give you an example of that, I recently bought an alumni brick. And on the brick, I wrote, "Thank you for my love, my career, and my passion." My love, I found my wife, Stephanie, at Slippery Rock. Yay. My career, I learned how to become a special education teacher, which transformed into a professor of special education at Millersville. And my passion, I love theater. I wish I could be an actor, but the only two things holding me back from being an actor is I really like to eat, and I like a roof over my head. Other than that, theater would be the way to go. So I had a great experience at Slippery Rock, moved down to Northern Virginia, and was away from my alma mater for a number of years. About 7 or 8 years ago, my wife and I decided we're going to go back up to visit her grandmother to introduce my two children, RJ and Matilda, to Stephanie's grandmother, who lived in a nursing home very close to Slippery Rock. We go and we visit there, and we decide that we're going to take them to Slippery Rock, and we do the tour kind of thing. We did this in the middle of winter, and Slippery Rock being very close to Lake Erie, it was freezing. It was winter. The joke is that you go to Slippery Rock because you drive up I-79, and when it starts to snow, make a right, and you're at Slippery Rock. So the four of us are going around, and we're showing them the different places. Oh, over there, that's the cafeteria where we would steal the trays and go sled riding down the hill. Oh, look over there. See that patch of daffodils? Dad used to rip those up and give them to your mom as a flower gift as part of their date because they didn't have any money. We went and showed them all the different kind of things, but for whatever reason I can't remember, my wife and my daughter went on their way, and my son and I did a little more of a tour going through. We're pointing out the different buildings and the different dormitories and the different classrooms. It looks fairly similar to what it was 15, 20 years ago, but we come across this large steel structure. It comes up to about my chest, and it juts out like this, almost like a home plate. And behind this home plate are these two long beams, also made of steel. And I thought to myself, oh, cool. This is some sort of stage where people can have improvised performances. Maybe they play music or do a little acting, something a little less formal. Being a person that loved theater, I thought this was really cool. What caught my eye the most is looking at the top was this sign that had the number 93. 1993, that's when I graduated from college. This must be my class gift to Slippery Rock. Woohoo! So I said, RJ, take some pictures. I'm going to climb up on that stage and do a little silly thing. I paid for that. Okay, Dad. So he helped me climb up, and I jumped on top of him, and I got to the top of this steel structure, and I said, here, take some pictures, and I did a bunch of stupid things. I did the air guitar, I did some tap dancing, I did some break dancing in order to show everybody, this is the structure that I helped build. You're welcome, Slippery Rock. While I'm up there, I see some students pass by, and they're giving me dirty looks for being up on this stage. And I said, don't worry about it. I paid for it. You're welcome. We take the pictures, we send them home. I post them on Facebook to show all my family and friends. Look where I was. Look what I did when I came home. Here's my gift to the university. Everything was well and good for a couple of days until a friend sends me a private message. Rich, yes? Why were you on top of that structure? Because it's a performance stage. I wanted to show off where I was and what I paid for because it was my class gift. No, it wasn't. What do you mean? You see that thing there, that big steel structure that you think is a home plate? It's not a home plate. that represents the United States Pentagon. Yes, you can see where this is going. Those two towers in the back, they're not walls. Those represent the Twin Towers. That sign that says 93 has nothing to do with what year you graduated. That's flight number 93 that crashed in Pennsylvania. So you have a bunch of pictures of you tap dancing on this 9/11 memorial. Awkward. Needless to say, I quietly removed that from my Facebook posting. And I learned two valuable lessons. Number one, pay more attention to current events. Know the numbers of those flights. Number two, Rich, it's not always about you. Thank you.